Good morning. It is good to be in the house of the Lord. Leah and I recently discovered a new show for us called Tough as Nails. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's one of those reality TV show competitions, and it's kind of interesting and unique in that it has a twofold aspect to it. There's a team competition for a certain amount of money, team versus team, and an individual competition where one by one they get eliminated until one is left standing. That is the big prize, what they call life-changing money. And one of the things that I like about the show, and I do like it, Leah and I binged the second season in like 2 days. It's only 10 episodes, but still. It's filled with people of multiple ages and races, and both men and women, who have a work ethic that I can really appreciate, understand, and relate to. There was a woman who they showed a picture of her doing cement masonry at 35 weeks pregnant because she just, someone who had never taken a week off for vacation. There was a lady on the show with type 1 diabetes who did a more strenuous effort and work on this thing with a blood sugar of 61 than I can do on a good day, feeling great. And people with old injuries and everything, people who would understand the concept of one more load, which is a trick my father taught me when I was little, of you don't look at how much hay is in the field. You just got to do one more load. And then when that's done, you do one more load. Sometimes it really helps, and sometimes you realize that it's a lie. But, today there's plenty of times where one more step. I don't have to do all of this right this second. I just need to take one more step. And it's a work ethic that I understand, and people who are willing to sacrifice and hurt and do what they need to do to take care of their families. A young man was hoping to compete in this deal so that he could win enough money to have a cushion in the bank for his wife and his kids in case he didn't come home from work, because he works a very dangerous job every day. But they have a bond, and they work as a team, and they care about each other, and it's pretty awesome to watch. But what you see is when it comes time for the individual competition, you see a lot of this, I care about this person, I know their story, I know they need the money, but I've got to think about me and my family, and I've got to take them out so that I can succeed and get the thing, because there's only enough. There's only one prize. And that's kind of the way the world works. I mean, even if it's not real, it feels that way. Maybe because of our broken nature. I mean, let's face it. There is enough food on the earth right now that every single person on the planet could eat a full meal and be full today, right this minute, if it was, there is enough, but it never feels like there's enough. And we've got to get ours. I care about this person, but I got to take care of my family. Me and my friend are both on the same job, and there's only enough room for one person to get a raise. I want it to be me. But this other aspect of that is they're striving for something that they see as a security blanket, as something that will change their life. And I'm not saying it wouldn't change their life. Okay, you hand me a couple $100,000 and I can live for nearly 10 years on it. But they're looking to that for their solution, and there's only enough for one of them. So, you have somebody going, well, I got to take you out. But the truth of the matter is only one of them was going to win, so that was a fruitless effort for most of them. And even the one who wins is probably going to find out that money's not quite as life-changing as you think it is, especially after Uncle Sam gets his share. But we're always striving. Some manipulative, some working hard. Some trying to get the whole world to give them something, and some willing to kill for it and steal for it, and some willing to work for it. But we're always striving for that enough to meet that need for comfort, for safety, for security, for refuge. And it never feels like there's enough. And there's definitely not enough for me and for you. There's not enough for me. But the answer is not in those things that we strive for. And one came who didn't have to come. Truly caring about the rest of us. Not in I care about you, but I'm going to step on you on my way across. But I care about you, so I'm going to let you step on me kind of way. And went to the cross. And took more pain and endured more misery and rejection and hurt for no reason other than love, undeserved, so that all of us could have everything we need. And there's enough. We don't have to get on the same team and then scramble for it, and I want a little bit more, so I got to take what you might get. There's enough. He made us joint heirs with him so that I can rejoice with your success and help you succeed. And by giving, I actually receive just as much, if not more. And there's always enough. And the things of this world that say they are the answer and never turn out to be are either provided for, or we find out that they're not what we needed. But what he offers is better than any prize we could get. And you don't have to kill yourself to get it. You don't have to keep pushing forward, running on a foot with a hole in it. You don't have to break your back. You don't have to strive for it. You don't have to earn it, and you can't deserve it. Because the most unselfish God said, even when you weren't on my team and you didn't want to be on my team, I love you. And I'll give my life so that you can have a life worth living. And then when you get that life worth living, share it. Give it away. Because you only get to keep what you give away. As weird as that is. So Jesus did it all for us so that there is enough. There is enough. He is what we need. He is our answer. He is our solution. He did it out of love. And it is an amazing, amazing grace.